In this video, we're diving into a topic that's often overlooked but can have a profound impact on your finances and overall well-being: the average cost of divorce. It's a topic that's not often discussed openly, but it's important to shed light on it. So if you're going through a divorce or just curious about the financial implications of a divorce, you've come to the right place. Now, before we delve into the specifics, let's start by addressing why it's important to talk about the cost of divorce. Divorce is not only emotionally taxing, but it can also be a significant financial burden. By understanding the costs involved, you can better prepare yourself to make informed decisions. The first and often most substantial expense in any divorce is attorney's fees. Hiring a divorce attorney will generally cost between $300 to $400 an hour. However, their fees can vary greatly depending upon your location, the complexity of your case, and the attorney's experience. A lawyer in Los Angeles will generally cost a lot more than a divorce lawyer in rural Nebraska, for example. Often, much of the day-to-day work can be delegated to a paralegal at your attorney's office. Paralegals are much cheaper, generally costing only about $200 per hour. Utilizing your lawyer's paralegal whenever possible can greatly reduce the overall cost of your divorce. Divorce lawyers usually charge a retainer fee between $5,000 and $10,000. You'll have to pay this retainer up front, and your retainer balance will be consumed as your lawyer uses hours on your case. You'll need to keep your retainer balance above zero, or your lawyer will likely stop working for you. How many hours will your lawyer need to spend on your case? Well, how long is a piece of string? That's impossible to answer because every case is different. But there are many things you can do to minimize the number of hours that your lawyer will need to spend on your case. In addition to lawyer fees, in some cases, you might need additional experts like forensic accountants or child custody evaluators. These folks can further increase your legal costs. Beyond your attorney's fees, you'll also encounter court costs. These can include filing fees, document processing fees, and fees for court hearings or mediation sessions. Court costs can add up quickly and are often underestimated. Generally, these fees are around $1,000 or so. Now, if you decide, or you're forced, to move out of the family home, you'll also have the additional expense of a new residence. Unless you're lucky enough to move in with family or friends, you'll now have the burden of rent and other expenses. It's not uncommon for men to find that the rent for their new apartment is even more than their current mortgage. At a minimum, your household expenses are likely to increase. For example, you'll now be paying for all your monthly utilities on just one income. Your wife will, of course, be doing the same. Now, if you're obligated to pay child support and/or alimony, your income will take a significant hit at the same time your expenses are exploding. This combination of reduced income and increased expenses can put you in financial dire straits very quickly. It's essential to budget for these expenses as they are unavoidable when going through a divorce. You'll also need to consider tax implications when divorcing, which can further affect your finances. For example, you may lose your dependent deductions, in which case your income taxes will increase. At the end of your divorce, your tax status is almost certain to change. Be sure to calculate your new tax status and file a W-4 form to adjust your tax withholdings throughout the year, or you could be in for a very ugly surprise next year. Now, if you have children, Child custody and child support can be one of the most emotionally charged and costly aspects of divorce. Legal fees related to child custody disputes can be particularly high, and ongoing child support payments can significantly impact your post-divorce lifestyle. Additionally, if you were covered under your wife's health insurance, you'll now need to find and pay for your own health insurance coverage, which is another often overlooked expense. So what can you do to manage the average cost of your divorce? Here are a few tips. Plan ahead. If you're considering divorce, start planning your finances early. Create a budget and save for potential unforeseen expenses. Consider mediation. Mediation is a much more cost-effective way to resolve disputes compared to litigation in court. Additionally, open communication. Try to maintain open and amicable communication with your wife to minimize conflict and legal battles. And the best thing you can do is seek advice from financial divorce advisors like me to understand the best strategies for your specific situation. I can provide solutions in addition to information. I can answer many of your questions and help organize your documents and prepare an excellent strategy for a fraction of the cost of using an attorney to accomplish those same tasks. To learn how I can get you results, please click on the link in the description below. The cost of a typical divorce can be substantial, but it certainly doesn't have to be. While divorce is a challenging process, understanding the costs involved and your options can help you make informed decisions and minimize the financial impact of your divorce. Now, if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more informative content. And as always, if you have any questions or personal experiences you'd like to share, please leave them in the comment section below. Remember, you're not alone in this journey, and there are resources available on my website to help you get results, not just provide information. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.